Hey guys, welcome. We are waiting for Noir to get his setup going right now. Catherine, hello. Matsy Destructo, what is up? DJ Rec, Trader to Living, what is up, everybody? Hope you guys had a great week. It's snowing over here up where I live, just like a very little bit, but enough for it to actually be sticking. Um, I wonder if Noir actually knows that it's just me on right now. Does he know? Does he know? I usually talk to him right before stream, but this is the first time we haven't talked before stream. He's gonna get here, you guys. He is coming from work right now. So it's just taken him a second. Hey Brian, here on time for a change. Nice. He is in the darkness. He is in the darkness. Hopefully, there's nothing crazy going on outside of his apartment. As we all know, there's a lot of crazy stories that we get to hear about on stream. Talk crap about Sub 37. All I gotta say to you. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, you know, today's stream, we don't have anything super pre-planned. It's kind of just gonna be a Q&A. Maybe we'll even have some of you guys hop on the stream. I know I always love it when you guys hop on the stream and we check out your studios. So if anybody has the courage to want to hop on the stream and show us your studio, let us know, because this would be a great stream to do that for. Cool Doug Love, what is up? How are you? It's just, no, it's not. It is absolutely not. You need to hop on. Please hop on as soon as you can. Hey all, been a while since passing through as I'm on mobile. Well, we're happy to have you. SynthAddict, thanks for stopping by. Okay, Catherine says, I'm really hoping to have a little setup to show off in like 2 months. Okay, cool. I'm really excited to see what your setup is going to look like. I don't know. That's always just very interesting to me, just to kind of see, especially see your guys' setup, because we talk to you guys every week and it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of fun being let into your guys' world. As you can see, this is the Blair Witch Project Studios that I'm at right now. My studio, since I've moved, it hasn't been... Oh my gosh. Noir, where are you? Where are you? Come. Oh my goodness. Please. Come back. Come on as soon as you can. Please. Okay. Jack, welcome. Mass Produce, welcome. You guys. So yeah, once again, if anyone has a studio, if anybody has the courage to show us your studio, just think about it. I mean, we still have we have until 9 o'clock, right? So if you are thinking you might want to do it, maybe do a little bit of cleaning right now. I mean, to be honest, like none of us really care about that. We just want to see your gear, if things are out on the floor, that's fine. Respect to you if you have the what is it called, the cable management stuff down, but let's be honest, for a lot of us it's a work in progress. And now for Autumn's new stand-up routine. Yay, Noir is here. Woohoo! Oh my goodness. Ooh, I like your plaid shirt. The blue, I'm liking the blue. Oh my gosh, we both have a pop of color. We're both having a pop of color. That's like new. I feel like, I don't know. I usually wear black. We can't hear you right now, so hopefully we can get that audio fixed. Autumn, play something before he shows up. Oh shoot, maybe I should play something. I have a ukulele. I could just bust out the ukulele really quick. SynthAddict says, I can show some new-ish toys on cam if you need guests. Oh my goodness. Yes, absolutely. Well, you guys would probably be down to see some new-ish toys from SynthAddict, right? I know I would. That would be really dope. Jack says lumberjack style.
There it is. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode. I'm sorry for being extremely late, and then also, everything broke. But Autumn's holding it down. We love Autumn. Autumn is the greatest. Autumn is the best. We love
Oh
it.
my goodness. I try.
Couldn't do it without Autumn. I was
It's
just
it's
talking
the
about you.
it's the coffee. It is the coffee.
Let's go. Um, you know what? SynthAddict, if you can get it together for like a nice little 5 minute ish studio tour, we'd love to see it. I know you had some issues with the studio and safety, so like to see what's
Ooh,
going on over there. You know,
always viral
Autumn,
beats.
great to see you finally. What's up, Viral Beats? What's going on?
Good
Um,
seeing you.
Sorry for not posting earlier. It was quite the day.
Yeah,
I
you were
was
busy today, huh? You were busy at the office.
TikTok office today. Yeah, I had to go to the
Wow.
actual TikTok office. So
So how is okay? We probably don't want to talk about
it's a great.
work, but
Uh, I mean, it's like production day, so you're like in like shooting like at the TikTok office. So they have a great studio there. Cost them a lot of money
that's
to rent
actually
the studio.
so cool. Is has the whole TikTok kind of ban affected anything at all? I mean, I know people can still
Not yet.
they can still go on TikTok, but like for example, I had to get a new phone recently, so
Mhm.
I don't have TikTok now. So you guys, if you guys delete your TikTok, you can't download it again.
You will tomorrow.
Really?
You didn't hear it from me. You didn't hear it from me.
I'm not
Um,
gonna lie, I'm actually excited about that because, like a lot of people, I use TikTok as a search engine for like if I have a question about something, it's just
well,
really
there you go.
fast. Hmm.
Tomorrow, everyone will have TikTok available at the Apple Store
Oh
again.
my gosh, I love how you like know this stuff.
I don't know if I'm supposed to publicly say it. That might be an issue, but okay.
I know that's why I was like, wait, do you want to talk? I mean, I don't even know if you can or want or even want to talk about work,
They
but
won't find it. Nobody tell.
yeah,
Um, so it's a wide open stream, other than Synthetic, who's going to get his camera and give us a 5 minute studio tour when he gets it. But also, Autumn, how have you been? How is snow?
yeah. There's snow over
Oh,
here. It
sorry.
doesn't usually snow where I live, so I'm assuming it's gonna be like there's gonna be snow today, tomorrow, but it's otherwise it's fine. I mean, people don't know how to drive in the snow where I live. Not a lot of people, at least, because it's only for like a couple days out of the year. Ooh, Catherine says we're
Especially
like
that.
semi-private at most.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be careful what you say. Viral Beat says, yeah, big snow in the Pacific Northwest. Yes,
Interesting.
yes.
It's like a lot of snow right now. Germany got a ton of snow.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm here. I'm warm, about to be warm. I turned my heater on, so we're about to be warm. Quick self promotion. There's a video on the main channel.
Go check it out, you
Finally,
guys.
watch if you want to. You know what? First off, I thought that thumbnail was fire, everybody. I really felt that thumbnail was fire. Um, but videos doing normal. That's what I don't know.
Everybody watch it after this stream, and then we'll talk about it next stream.
There you go. Oh, thanks, Manzi. Yeah, it was funny. Nick from Sonic State like wrote me and was like, "Ooh, this is such a fun video. I'm gonna share it on Sonic State." So that's always nice. It's fun to be in the, I don't know how you say,
Well,
the
it's fun that people like promote your work. Like they like it
yeah,
and they're willing to like actually talk about it and share it with other people. I mean, that's really awesome.
yeah. And I love Nick, and I guess it's funny because it feels like I'm not in that crew a lot, but like we're all friends, and Sonic State's like one of those places I used to watch every week, and so it's, yeah, you know. I'm feeling Autumn. I'm having a great time. I'm having a great time. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm
That's
back and I'm
awesome.
having a very good time.
That's so
So,
awesome.
um finally got to jam the new album and it slaps truly Wildcat. And that's a beautiful I really appreciate that. It's been a good time lately. If I'm
Yeah,
making
man.
videos and I'm making music,
Yeah, you're doing both. You're
it's
killing it,
good.
man. That's amazing. What do you think like kind of brought your what brought back your I don't know, willingness to actually start doing like videos again?
You know, breaking up with your girlfriend, and
Oh
then
shoot.
you get,
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot about
and
that.
then
That
you
is
get
true.
over it, and you're like better. It takes a while,
I
and then
know. I'm sorry about that.
it's good, but here's the thing. Sometimes it's hard to center yourself, right? Sometimes it's hard
True.
to center yourself.
Oh,
That's
I know our
funny.
God is group. Okay, I love that. Vitaphone, I love that.
I
I'm just
actually
saying.
I actually enjoyed making the video. That was like a thing. Like I
Okay.
feel like the last few videos I've done, I've just really just enjoyed like I got to watch. I know it's gonna sound random, Autumn, but I'm researching. I'm trying to find videos, and I was like, I found that episode of the Cosby Show where like Stevie Wonder is on, and I forgot how much I loved, like how much of a good feeling that show gave me. Also, nobody been mad because of Bill Cosby. Let's just let's
Right.
just forget that he's on there, okay? But like, it's just telling these stories is like such a fun thing, and it was really I enjoyed it. It was nice.
That's awesome. I love that for you. But I just realized. So, do you remember when you talked about a certain app that you would create, or a certain thing that you would try on a dating app? Not that you would try, but you suggested trying
Oh
to.
my goodness, that was funny.
I don't know if the chat remembers, but you talked about like doing an experiment where you go on a dating app and instead of posting a profile of yourself, you post pictures of all of your gear and see if you get anybody to swipe right on you.
Man, that could be a funny video. Like if well done, that could be a
Yeah,
really funny video if
that would be
done
so
well.
funny. Oh my gosh. And then like you actually
Mm.
okay, I know this would never happen, but like say somebody did swipe right and then you like vlog the whole day. Like, hey, I don't know. You don't do that, but
That could be
that
so funny.
that would be hilarious. Oh,
Um,
okay, okay, and we need a whole video on that shirt. Forgot
oh,
about that episode.
right, Church to Living. Like literally, that's the I forgot about that. And then I was like, oh, the Gordon Gartrell episode. I love the Gordon Gartrell episode of the Cosby Show. It just really gave me a good feeling. I really had a good time making this last video. Which, and actually, you know what? To be honest, I feel like it's so much more meaningful that I get to do it like my way. Like I think for like the past like 2 years, I finally like did YouTube my way,
Mm,
and I think to be as successful as like ever on YouTube, doing it like purely my way is like probably very like validating, I guess.
it
Um,
is, yeah.
Not growing or anything, but I don't
You're
think that's the point.
right. It's like you're fulfilling like you have this like idea of like success. It's your idea of success, and
Yeah.
it's instead of an external somebody else's idea of success. And I think that's like the best feeling when you feel like you are, doing it your way.
Yes. And that was tough. That was
Hmm.
that was tough to come around to. But anyway, let's see. The original Howard the Duck was a comic book and it was borderline X-rated. I remember that. The movie was the movie was fun. I think the Loki one was my favorite find in the whole video was like there's literally just like a Korg Volca that they use as like a desk like thing, like as if it's like a futuristic device, and it's so easy to see that it's a Korg Volca keys. It's so cool. Um, so hopefully part two, once I find more stuff. But anyways, what do you guys want to talk about? This is for you guys. Autumn has somebody on tap for a little studio tour. What do you guys want to talk about?
Yeah. Do you guys have I don't know. Do you guys have anything coming up this next week that you're tackling, whether it's like, I don't know, a beat, maybe like learning a new piece of gear,
Thanks,
Okay.
Jack.
Wagyu says, I think Novation launch pads get used for spaceship controls in lots of movies.
Yeah, that's like the super funny part. Cool Doug Love brings it up too, but like, yeah, in the video, um, in the movie Machete Kills, they use like a Novation launchpad. It's so obvious too. It has the Ableton logo and everything, and it's only for like 3 seconds, but it's just so funny to like see that they use a launchpad like in the movie.
That's hilarious.
Here's a good one. Let's talk about how actually amazing the Korg multi-poly is. Like seriously, might be the best Korg synth since the monologue. I don't know how like aware of the Korg monopoly you are, Autumn, but the Korg monopoly or the Korg multi-poly, I'm sorry. Um, Very cool synth. It's almost like an emulation of a bunch of famous synthesizers, and they give you presets and stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's very cool.
Nice.
Okay, how about this?
And Catherine says, anyone writing real music with a hybrid setup lately? I've been wondering how much computer versus how much synth fun to get maximum juice.
Hmm. Mm.
The way you're saying that.
I mean, how set up is your little space now, Autumn? Like how close to
Oh my gosh.
what you sort of feel like is, oh, this is the new setup at the new place.
Honestly, I'm definitely having to compromise a lot because, like I said, it's kind of turned into Baby G's playroom. So I
Mhm.
have a little corner. It's not. It's really not. It's got some. I've got some work to do. I've got some work to do. I mean, I can still make music on it. It's just not aesthetic at all.
I could see I could see I feel like you have the perfect setup where you have a new space and it can be anything you want. You can even buy
Yeah.
like a new desk or like a new obviously it's not the priority because like right when
Right.
not the priority.
Yeah. Oh, I think your audio might have cut a little bit.
All
Um,
right, my bad. Stupid
yeah.
headphones are
I don't
being
know.
weird.
Actually, you know what? I have a question for the chat. What's like something easy that you can put on your wall that would instantly like make it aesthetic? Like a white wall. Is it just like a frame, like a painting, painting the wall? I don't even know. Like floating shelves? No idea. Okay,
Mm.
let's see
Well,
what.
I'm going back to Catherine's question because
Oh
first
yeah.
off, I think to put something on the wall, I mean, I have a giant poster in my place. I would show it because, but I think a big poster of something like cool is the way
Hmm.
to go when it's just a white wall because that's all I have here, and I just put a giant like poster painting here.
I'm gonna take. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do that. Wagyu says,
Sound
oh,
baffling would be good.
sound baffling. Yeah, a TV from Wagyu. I think Jacques said oil painting.
Cool neon signs, a
Okay,
TV, of
cool.
course.
Some fabric art. Hey, I need to actually
Oh,
look
that'd
that
be
up.
cool.
Art all over my house, to be honest. That's awesome.
Fabric art.
Some cool textured disc plates are great.
Let's see.
Those are really
I'm
good
wondering.
ideas.
I think you have so just because Catherine said like how much computer versus how much synth fun to get maximum juice. I feel like so you have the at your place you have the push 3. You have your computer, of course, and then you have the push 3. You have the Novation Mini Nova.
I
You
have
have
the Micro Freak.
Micro Freak.
I've got the little Criterion Guitar Organelle.
Oh, that's like a good that's like
It's
very unique.
it's got a
So that's a
really
good move.
fun, like cute sounds. Yeah.
I think that's like a unique like hardware like thing, you know?
Yeah, totally. I've also got the Workstat,
Oh,
the
yeah, that's
Mogur's.
true.
Yes,
There it
thanks to you.
is.
Yeah, I just need to get those The little like what are they called? The little
Oh,
wire.
I'm gonna
The,
send those to you. My bad.
oh, really?
I
Oh,
have them. Hold on. I
okay.
think I do.
Thanks. Jek says a nice sombrero I've got on a wall. Oh, nice. That's cool. You know, I've actually thought about putting like a skull, uh like if you guys have ever seen um like the sugar skulls. Oh, okay. I'm looking at the wires. Those are colorful. I like it.
Yeah, I will send these over. Um,
Sweet.
Actually, I was thinking about that. I really thought like, what a like good way to get into like mono analog is like the work stat, because it's like you have the little buttons for the notes. So like if you're
Mhm.
just trying to play like a very like simple bass line or
Yeah.
something, you could totally do that with the work stat.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I have already started playing with it and it's really fun.
Super fun.
It's super cool, yeah.
Let's see. Um, what is the ratio? Well, Catherine, you've listened to the album. I used a lot of two synthesizers and very little of every other synthesizer. So
Really?
I
Hmm.
used probably the most. I'm gonna do a live stream about the new album, not because anybody really I feel like seriously cares, but like maybe there's like 25 people in the world who would actually like watch a video that would be like an hour long of just me just going through like slowly like here's how I did this and here's why I did this. So
Those are fun.
eventually will.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those are
I
super
mean,
fun.
I and also it reminds me, but really on that album was like a ton of tracks of the virus, the access virus, and then like probably every bass line is like the sub 37, but a lot of the album is actually um like soft synthesizers or VSTs or whatever. Like I just didn't I don't know. I just didn't it just honestly I know people get so up in arms about this, but Autumn, I'm sure you would probably agree like when you listen to songs that you really like, you don't know what they
Dude,
used.
it's so weird. Like I not only do I not know what it is, but I don't care.
Mhm.
Like as a listener, I truly do not care
Yeah.
what they use. I just care if it sounds good, if it makes me feel a type of way. Like
Mhm.
that's it's funny like when you get into making music and then you start hearing other people's opinions that make music and you sometimes you just forget like how much that stuff does not matter.
Yeah. I guess I wonder, I actually wonder why like it's such I know this is all sacrilegious because like Autumn and I talk about hardware and we have more gear than some people, right? Even Autumn having a few synthesizers equals more than some people, right? Like for a long time, I just made music in Reason and I had like a I had no hardware except like a Korg MS-2000. That was the only thing I had, and everything else was Reason. And I was so happy. I was just as satisfied. But the other thing I thought was I never really thought about what people used. And it feels like I actually don't think people care. I just think people think they or they want to think that they care.
I think when you're listening, you definitely don't care.
Yeah.
I can see when you're performing, it might actually matter more because I know when I've seen like bands perform, I go like, "Ooh, like
Okay.
what is that? Like that they're using, like I know like I could see that, but ultimately it's all about what I mean, like I think somebody said this in the chat earlier. Wagyu says, "I just have way more fun with the tactile aspect of hardware," and like that's like the point. Yeah, what is fun to you? What's actually going to inspire you to like pick things up, like you know?
I also kind of agree with that. Like I prefer to use my sub 37 because it's so easy, but also I use the same sound like a billion times. I have okay, so on my sub 37, there's only 4 presets within the 16. Like there's 16 banks of 16 on the Sub 37 in this synth. I've owned this since 2015 or something, or earlier, I forget. I only have ever saved 4 sounds into the Sub 37, and those are the only 4 sounds I literally use ever.
Wow.
And it's really just like, but it still is more fun. I would rather any day use the Sub 37 for like a bass or like a lead sound than I would use a synthesizer in the box. But that's only because of like, I like to touch it and it's something like that, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, there's something about actually, I don't know, feeling something out versus just clicking buttons on a mouse. That just, I don't know, it makes it more fun, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just something about that. But then again, I would rather when it comes down to like trying to possibly change something at any point in time, I would way rather have a VST because it's just like, oh, I can change the preset. Like once you're recording like the hardware, you have to take the hardware everywhere to change it. So when I was doing
Hmm.
this album, I wrote um okay, so here's how the album was made, really quick. I went into the studio for one day and it was like a full like 12-hour day at the studio we went to, Autumn. We went to Clear
Wow,
Lake.
12-hour day.
So I go to Clear Lake.
Hmm.
I am like, I need to have ideas, right? But I'm not getting, nothing's coming out at home. So I had all these ideas that I wrote at the studio. And then I came home and like over the next like 3 months, I would just go to my dad's house and write. And all I had was, I just took my laptop and this, which is the mini Lab 3. This was it. So most of the album is software instruments. Like I'm saying like 90% of the album is just like soft tube synthesizers, pigments. I know that
Wow,
Trade to Living said pigments. I
cool.
used pigments and um like the 84, the soft tube whatever model 84.
That's, I mean, that's awesome. I wish you,
Uh,
I, I know this is like so hard to do like at the same time, but I really wish you would vlog your studio sessions.
oh, the one vlog I did is horrendous.
Oh, the one that you told us about.
Yeah.
Well,
I
you
listened
have
back to
to.
it and what am I doing? What was I
Yeah, I
doing?
mean, I'm just saying, you could try again sometime, but that would be so fun to see, especially like with a whole album, you know?
Yeah, I was way overconfident. I thought I could actually go in and make like a cool. I thought I could do the whole album in one 12-hour day, and
Oh.
I left with like 4 really good ideas.
Hmm.
Um, but like I feel like maybe that would be cool. Listen to the ideas and then like what the final song came out as, because I kept them all
Yeah.
those original ideas, but they were just loops. Like they were literally like 8-bar loops.
Right.
Um,
Which DAW did you use?
Cubase.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Yes. Chain Game reminds me of Bowie. Rockstar. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. It was I don't know what I was going for that. I can tell you. I feel like I could go over how I like think of like albums. Maybe I
Yeah,
could
you
do that.
totally could.
Okay, let's see. Can I share screens? Let's see if I can share my whole screen.
Sharing the screen, you guys. It's happening. We're getting let into Noir's world. How exciting. Let's
I
go.
know.
Let's go.
I have a lot of stuff in here, making sure nothing is like. Okay, let me see if you guys can see this.
Yeah, don't show us like your Bitcoin
No,
password or anything.
here we go.
Oh, that's
Um,
cool.
so this
I
is how
love
I like think of albums, right? Um, so I put down. I know this is kind of weird, right?
allowed 2025 buys. I love that.
Look, these are the things I'm allowed to buy. Xenoblade Chronicles X for Switch. This is how you have to, you know, be good with money. So here it is. So every album, every song has like the inspiration that I would go for. So
Oh,
I would listen to
cool.
these songs. So like Tuscan Leather by Drake, and I mean, I literally like. I mean, I don't know if this is interesting to anyone, but here we go.
That is interesting.
So I was like, I love this song, and these are the instruments that I want to have on it. So I wanted to do the song, and I wanted to have like a keyboard solo and a sax solo. And so then I did. And then this song, this Chain Gang song, I was like, oh, this song, I heard this song and it was sick. And so I saved it in here and I was like, I want to make a song like that song. And the song kind of turned out nothing like it, but it was cool. I wanted to do something like Childish Gambino Summer. I said like Noir vocal. It's weird that I call myself Noir in here, but um and like all these asterisks are when like, okay, I think I need a solo or I'm like finishing up stuff. And also I booked like book a day at Clear Lake. Book this is like someone who was going to play saxophone, so I was like, okay, maybe I need a flutist, maybe I'll book this person. I said what I was going to take to the studio.
Wow, that is
Mini
so
Freak.
cool. This
Yeah,
is
I like.
so interesting.
I feel like maybe I don't know. Maybe people don't. I also have like some of the lyrics to the songs down here. Just as writing,
That's
prepare
so cool.
skeleton for like 3 tracks or whatever. Um, yeah. So anyway, um, yeah.
Dude, that was actually really interesting. I feel like I like that you include your kind of reference tracks,
Mhm.
if you will, in your like song ideas. I think that's actually a very smart thing to do because when people inevitably get that block, like that creative block, going
Mhm.
back to the reference track, I imagine kind of helps.
Yeah, because for me, I feel like songs are like a feeling. And
Yeah.
I think I'm trying to get the feeling that I got from listening to something from someone else. I don't want to copy what they did, but I want to get the essence of that feeling. And I think a lot of times the essence of that feeling is within how that track was done, right?
Yes,
So
totally.
I guess like when I'm listening to like the first track on the album is called like King Solomon, which is named after my dad, whose name is Solomon. And I was like, this Drake track, Tuscan Leather, has like such a laid back, like a laid back but like serious like tone. And I'm like, well, I'm not gonna rap on this, but I was like a saxophone with like a laid back thing, especially the tempo. A lot of
Hmm.
tempos add to like exactly what the vibe is. So um anyway,
All right.
um
Hey,
I
Synth
don't
Cat.
ever what's going on, Cat? I never think about tracks um in like I never I don't think I would, oh, I want to use like the Moog Sub 37. Like I feel like that's the thing where I feel like I don't think people actually do what they claim that they do. You know, Autumn, when people are like, "Oh my gosh, like I wonder what synth or whatever he used on the track." I don't ever
Right.
think someone like literally is like, "You know what? I really want to like this track is going to be fire if I use like the Prophet 6." It's like, well, maybe. Like I don't know.
It's gonna be fire if you're using something that brings out like a type of feeling for you and you're able to translate that vibe through a song.
Exactly. And the instrument is just like the conduit to that feeling,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, oh, Matsy says, I just finished Chrono Trigger for the first time since it was originally out. Great. Game is amazing. Music is incredible. I gotta play Chrono Trigger. I have like the little Super Nintendo Mini, and I just always need to jump back into that thing. And also, shout out to you, Synth Cat, for saying love the new album. Really appreciate that.
Woohoo!
It I don't know. I don't know. I think that the album was super raw and also doing it not like just doing what felt good. Like I think that was a big thing, Autumn. Like
That's awesome.
that's what felt I think that was what like totally changed everything.
Right. That's what led you.
Yeah, I didn't think of anything other than like do I like this? Even there's even stuff on the album that's clearly like sort of out of uh like it's not quantized. Like a lot of stuff on the album is just not quantized. But I just say, you know what? It feels good. It's better that it's not right than if I sit here and fix it.
No,
So
totally. I mean, and you know, you don't have to have everything like perfectly quantized. Like sometimes that's, you know, there's a vibe with no quantize.
shout out Sarah, the instrumentalist, no quantize.
Yeah, no quantize.
Even though she quantizes like everything. Um, okay. Anyway, I saw Catherine said like the multi-poly is like the virus, the access virus, which is totally funny because that's exactly what Matt Z said about the. He basically said it's Korg's virus.
Hmm.
Um, Man, let me see. Also, there's like nothing out. So, Autumn, it's 2025, and I know you said you just have one goal for the year.
Dude, yeah, I'm just trying to make some time, you know. Um Recently I've just kind of there was like this video that I saw where there was like all these cups laid out in front of someone and they were trying to show someone like, hey man, there's all these cups that you have, like there's like family, there's work, there's a
Hmm.
house, you know, cleaning the house, there's working out, and you only have so much water. I have a glass of water actually. You only have so much.
Like, this is water glass.
I just happen to have this, but you only have so much that you can fill into
Hmm.
each cup. You know,
True.
you can't do it all. Like eventually you're going to run out of water. So I'm kind of like in a place where I'm trying to figure out what deserves my energy right now,
Hmm.
you know? So I think just making time for music is something that I should prioritize for sure.
So, to add on to that, because I totally think it's true, are you afraid of are you afraid of getting back into the swing of things and it not being what you or where you want to be with it or something like that? Because actually that was a big part of what happened when I was like getting back into every time I start to get back into doing music and videos, I
Hmm.
always doubt myself. Like even with this video, I hadn't made a video in like 2.5 months,
Right.
and I'm editing it and I'm like questioning myself the whole time.
Yeah.
So it's been a while. Do you have any like anxiousness around it
I
or
mean, you know
just anything?
what? I don't really have anxiousness when it comes to music cuz
Hmm.
like even in January, like I came back to like some old tracks and like I was making music, you know.
Hmm.
But it's just not as like every week as it used to be before I had a baby.
Of
But
course.
even when I came back to some of the older like these older tracks in January, I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm getting back into it. I'm feeling it. Like it was, I don't know what it is, but it was just, you know how sometimes you just have one of those days when you're making music that it's just like, just things are just vibing,
Oh yeah.
you
Oh
know?
yeah.
It was one of those. So I know that's still there, and I don't expect every time that I come back to music to be like that, and I don't think you should.
Hmm.
But so I don't have that anxiousness with music, but I do have that anxiousness with videos.
But what aspect of the videos?
To be honest, I think it's just the time that it would take
Hmm.
to make
For sure.
something that I that you know that I would be happy to put out,
Hmm.
you know? Especially because like my second to last video, it was like the Akai video, like did well, and
Hmm.
I'm like, that's kind of how I want to make my videos now with
Ooh.
the editing, like just like this editing style that I kind of finally have figured out, and I'm like, that's kind of what I want to do, but it takes time. So I think it's
Hmm.
just I'm kind of intimidated by the amount of work that it would take. So that's why I'm like, you know what? I think I'm just going to prioritize the music stuff. Like that does not give me anxiousness at all. It's just making time for it. As a people that have kids, I don't know, chat if you guys have kids when you know are in that first year, especially of having a child. It's hard to kind of get your groove back a little bit sometimes. But yeah, just making time for music, that's kind of like my priority, to make it a weekly thing versus random.
That's why I feel like the people who are
I have no idea what just happened.
you're beside yourself. Match yourself up.
Let me see if I can. I can't.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, it's creepy. That's creepy. I will fix it. Let me see if I.
Let's see. I can't fix it. I'm not the fixer.
I'm gonna fix it. Don't worry. I'm gonna see if I can fix it.
I
know. Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say that it is actually is. This is the creepiest thing ever.
I don't know what's going on with that. What the heck? I will see if I can fix this, you guys. Apologies.
This is so funny. Hey, SynthAddict, are you ready?
Hey, Trader to the Living says, yes, the first couple years are hard. I can relate. Thank you. It's a grind, man, when you're taking care of a whole other human.
Seriously, you can't do anything. It's literally.
I would recommend that if you guys are, if you haven't had kids yet and you want to, if you can live next to your family, that would help.
100%.
Really, that will be nice.
I'm gonna post the link in the. First, I'll ask SynthAddict. I'm gonna post this on. Oh my god, I don't have Twitter on this computer. I don't have Twitter in this stupid thing. I'm gonna send you the link on Twitter. Yes. There you go. So you have the link on Twitter, SynthAddict. There you go. Okay. SynthAddict will join us momentarily. Oh, shoot. To the Gmail. Bill and Ted's approved email.
Now you guys can see my actual.
Oh my gosh, guys. This is where she actually is.
I know. I don't know if you guys remember my old setup, but I had this kind of was the background, but not really. It's got like a peak roof. And I have like Baby G toys like on top of my
I sent it for your
shelves.
Twitter.
But anyway.
It'll be back soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure it out.
That was the craziest glitch ever.
That was a very weird glitch. People still call it Twitter.
I only call it Twitter anymore. So anyways, I do hope everyone enjoyed the new video on the new channel. I really do want to do a part 2. Some people have mentioned some synth stuff on TV and movies that I sort of remembered, but I totally forgot during the making of the video. So I think it'd be pretty cool if I could do a part 2. And I think people actually enjoyed part 1. So yeah.
Where have all your AI synths with their effed up keys gone? The Blair Witch Project Studios is no more, I guess.
Blair Witch Project Studios is so funny.
Yeah, that was Catherine. That was a credit to Catherine for making that meme. Yeah.
Blair Witch Project Studio.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't see the video, but I'll get stuck there. Yeah, see? It's fun. All right. You know what? This is a very special guest. Anyone who I love a lot of people from the stream. Catherine, If Dots, Matt Z, God, so many people I feel like I've met in person. But SynthAddict is a staple. He's been in it for a long time. And a personal friend of mine who've hung on with multiple times. Missed him at NAMM this year, but here he is live and in color. SynthAddict.
Hey.
SynthAddict, welcome.
Let me shift over more. I'm getting cut off here.
Yay.
Let's see. Can you bring it to the middle? Can you bring SynthAddict to the middle?
Move. It's okay.
There he is.
Thanks, guys. How you doing? Yeah, sorry I missed you at NAM. If you saw all my streams, I was walking like a mofo, just so tired at the end of the day. Every
That's
day.
awesome. Did your
Endless
feet hurt
light.
at the end?
Sorry?
Did your feet hurt at the end?
No, because after a while, you just go on adrenaline and you just. I mean, I
True.
did go lie down, of course.
True.
But it's just so much fun meeting all the people, hanging out with Dina Perlman and just tons of Stevie Wonder came by the art booth when I wasn't there.
Ooh.
But I did see him last year and the year before walking around. So he's this, tons of famous, cool people there and YouTube people and everybody else. So
Yeah, we shared part of your video, your floor walk.
Oh, you did? Oh, cool.
Last week?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah,
no, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I've been super busy lately. I missed a lot of streams and I'm just kind of behind on everything.
You're the
Yeah, it's all
OG.
good.
We
Too much going on.
Okay, before we start, let's get an update on the studio, the break-in. Where are we at now?
What happened with that? Yeah.
Oh, I thought I finished that. Sorry. Yeah, no, it was a comedy of errors. I had shitty insurance. I didn't have a security system. I didn't write my serial numbers all down like I should have.
Oh.
I didn't even make etchings on my gear,
Damn.
so personal markings on it, which I have now. And $500 for a security system, it would not have been a problem. So one less little dumb synth, and I could have been taken care of. But you think you're incognito. You do stuff online, but nobody knows where you are. Nobody cares.
Sure.
But because they literally stole stuff I demoed in the last few months and walked by a bunch of other cool stuff, they really wanted certain things. They weren't stealing it to sell. They stole it to keep.
That's weird.
So
that's crazy.
It's very, very specific. They did get a couple of things I really wanted, but thank goodness I get my polyvolver because I would have been out for blood if they got my polyvolver. So
those fools.
And my microwave XT, they almost got that too, but they literally dropped it by the front door. Someone must have spooked them.
Dang.
Oh my gosh, that's so crazy.
I really hope no one gets that XT.
So did anyone
I have it still. I still have it.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But
did anyone have like a Ring doorbell or something like that?
Yeah, I went around the neighbors. We got to meet my neighbors for the first time, which is actually kind of a good thing. I have a bird camera. Oh, it's out of batteries. Oh, I have my camera aimed at my driveway, but it's the wrong angle. And I had one across the street, but it's just there for show. It's fake. So.
Oh my gosh.
And to be honest, cameras don't really help anyway. I talked to the cops a lot about this as well as the security company, and the cameras can be a deterrent, but really the best thing to do is perimeter protection. Sensors on all the major perimeters.
Sure.
Maybe a doorbell camera. I mainly use that because it's not going to get anything really valuable on there. Almost nobody ever gets caught by those stupid cameras. So, and if they see it, they'll just come from the side and spray. Of
course.
True.
Then it's done. And then they got to buy another $150 camera or something.
So you put in a police report?
Yeah.
Nothing?
I gave them a list of what was missing because at the time I have a lot of stuff.
That's what I'm saying. You probably had to remember what was
I have
taken.
too much shit. So I didn't even know 100% what was stolen at the time. I was like, that's gone. That's clearly gone. That's clearly gone. But wait a minute. Is that gone? And it took me a couple of days to figure out what was actually gone.
Oh, man.
So, and there's been no update to you at all?
Once it's out there, that's it. It's done. And they stole it to keep. They did not go on the market.
But that's just so crazy, right? Like,
well, I mean, They're lazy assholes that don't want to save up to buy stuff in a good shape. So all my hard work was exploited. So
how much? Well, you're in your spot right now, right? So you kind of have like a.
Yeah, I'm in the red room from Twin Peaks. So I'm not in my main studio, obviously. So.
Well, you have some new stuff.
Yes. First
and
foremost,
check it out.
A special thing I've been pining for years.
Mm-hmm.
So
there it is. Very nice.
Wow.
The Soma.
Watch my intro video. I did a tutorial on it so far. I'm going to do more.
That looks
awesome. That means you got it back. That means you got it back.
No, this was brand new.
Oh, I thought you had the Terra already. I know how much you liked. Did you get a discount?
Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
We'll talk about how
very
much.
Nice.
Awesome.
Very nice. So, It pays to know certain people, as they say.
Oh, that's funny. The Soma charcuterie. That's what people call it.
Yeah. But if you're curious at all, it has 32 sound engines. Just wicked. Right?
I know how much you like that. We checked it out together. I remember.
Yeah, exactly. Very cool.
Okay, so we got the Soma for a good discount. That's actually a good pickup, especially since you got it at NAMM.
And technically, not much else new lately because I've been broke. But I did get this used. This was cool. The E4.
Oh, nice.
Is the E4 the vocal one?
The vocal one. See the headphone jack there.
Give me a quick review. I have been.
I need to do a stream with it. I haven't even tried it yet. I have the Ira VT3, VT4, and I have the original VT1, the orange box. And so I'm obviously a fan of this whole series. But this one looks really, really nice. I can't wait to try it. I just haven't had any time.
It's actually something I'm interested in. Like because
they're excellent.
I always have to hook up my synth to like orange vocoder and all this stuff, and I'm you know what? I just want a thing. It doesn't even have to be analog.
And by the way, there's a theme.
That's
like a vocoder, right? Or
it's
voice.
Like
or you can run a drum machine through it. You can do all weird stuff with vocoders. You're not limited to just vocals. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But there's a theme to this table because it's all portable stuff mostly. So.
Oh, I love that.
The Terra needs a battery pack, but otherwise it's portable. And then this is very new as well. The UZ1 Play.
Oh,
nice.
from
which is excellent. It's basically an OP1 ripoff, but it's a very good ripoff.
Oh, cool.
Sonicware, right?
How do you like playing
Sonicware. If you can hear it.
I really liked that when I played that like years ago. I thought it
sounds
great.
Gorgeous. And it has reverbs and delays and editing like you can't believe it, sequencers, and it's nuts. So very, very nice. Very, very portable. Another cool portable thing, and as you know, I like the Rolly C-board and Osmos and all the tactile stuff. My Osmos is off camera, but this is mobile stuff. So Artiphone Corda is amazing because not only is it a wireless MIDI controller, but it's a 4-track sequencer synth drum machine.
Cool.
And these pads are firm, but you can do the Rolly slide function with this.
Oh, that's so cool.
So you can timbre changes as you go up and down. You can wiggle on the key itself. See, I'm just moving my finger, not the box.
Yeah.
The reflection's weird.
That's cool.
And then it's you tap on it and do all kinds of stuff. And it's accelerometer, so you can get all crazy with the accelerometer.
That's awesome. You said it's a wireless MIDI controller?
Bluetooth. So I have a video of this controlling my Poly Evolver. It's really cool.
That is so cool. I'm assuming the latency is pretty
because it's MIDI, it's fine. It's only bad when it's audio.
Oh.
Bluetooth audio is crap.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Bluetooth audio is just
you can't. If you have the earbuds, the return trip takes too long. They can't.
Yeah, it's like 100, 200 milliseconds sometimes. It's horrible.
Gotcha.
It's weird.
Yeah, no, it's so they got that, and then another one of my favorites, ATV A-frame. You guys seen this?
I've seen that. It's like a.
When Kakahashi left Roland, he started this company with his son. And it's the most expressive drum you'll ever see in your life.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yeah. And again, I have lots of videos of this if you want to see stuff. So it's
cool. We'll have to check it out.
What's it called again?
ATV A-frame. It's basically a frame drum with DSP, and it has no samples in it and no normal synthesis. It's a whole new thing, but it sounds organic. It sounds like real drums. It sounds like the weirdest stuff you've ever seen. One of the fun things about it is you have pressure control over everything. So if you want to press and turn reverb off and on, you can.
How? Like, what's the interface? MIDI?
No, it's all standalone. This is the control surface here in the back.
Oh,
so
that's pretty cool.
That's
And you hang a strap on it so you can just make it portable. And you Velcro a little battery pack and you can busk with it with a speaker.
Oh, that's so cool. I love the portable.
But it's too valuable to take out in the rain and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Don't want to do that.
And then another classic from Japan.
Autumn, I sent you a message by the way.
I know, I do. Another classic is the Tenorion, which is not new, but
that's cool. I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
One of my favorites.
Awesome.
Great MIDI controller, great sequencer, even for modular.
Man,
and also standalone.
I have not seen a Tenorion in a long time. Wow, that's actually pretty cool.
They're really good, and they also act as as you play with these things and figure stuff out. They act as a proper sound brain as well. So you plug a MIDI controller into it, It has enough paddy kind of stuff in it, not just hits and smacks, to be a beautiful pad machine and stuff. It's really, really cool. A couple more things is got to have mobile, so you got to have the actual Rolly controller. So
that's cool. That makes sense.
The mini Rolly.
Very cool.
The Chord Bot, which is another great little thing with the strummy
bit.
Dude,
this is like retro. This is like
sequencer. Here's all the chords and stuff.
These are all things that are right up my alley just because of the portability of them.
Oh, another thing I forgot to mention about Terra. Not only does it have 32 cent engines and all that expression, but it also has microtonality. So you can do like the crazy Harry Parch 43 tone scale and all that kind of stuff if you want to do, microtonal stuff.
Awesome.
Nice.
And then
of course, Autumn might have to jump right now.
Yeah, I might.
Autumn, you jump.
To leave.
Just gotta have
Autumn's jumping. Too. I'm gonna stay on with SynthAddict because I want to talk about some of this synth. Yeah. I want to talk about some of the issues with insurance and the whole backstory of the theft because we haven't.
Go into all that stuff, you guys. It was nice hanging out. SynthAddict, thank you for showing us all this stuff. Please continue. Please continue.
Yeah.
I will see you guys next week.
See you next week. Bye. All right. Yeah, but we didn't talk about it on stream, and I actually wanted to talk about it on stream because I think it's a good lesson for all of us to.
Yeah.
I
never assume you're safe.
You of all people, I mean, I know you, and I know that you're a true, your passion really is in so much of this equipment and so much of the technology and also making music and also sharing that with people. I think that's why I always enjoyed you, is because it really comes from a place of trying to include all the people who enjoy many different aspects. You're not super focused on gear, and you're not oh, I want to stream. It's you have a holistic approach to all of this, and
and educational as well. So try to make it somewhat educational. So
and so losing so many things that you cared so much about, do you have a what are your thoughts about getting it all back again? I also might make this, if you don't mind, SynthAddict, its own video on the channel, because we could do this, and I think that you have a very unique experience. So, how do you feel that, how many things total do you feel you got lost? Just number of pieces.
10, 12, something like that. Not that much, but it adds up quickly.
I mean, it's
some were quite large and heavy. So,
okay. What would you say were the top 3 pieces of equipment that you lost?
EX5.
Ooh.
In pristine condition, I might add.
Ooh.
You know what's funny though?
Goodness, that's weird.
The guys were so dumb; they didn't see the voltage adapter next to it because it came from Japan. That's the only one I could find.
Oh, so now they have they can't even use it for now.
Yeah, they didn't. Oh, they killed it if they tried to plug it in.
Oh wow.
Potentially. Cool. So they're just dummies, right? They just want to steal stuff.
No, mass produced. It all got stolen. It was a break-in.
A lot was, but I still have plenty. Thank goodness. I mean, I don't have too much for them to steal, unless they had a whole giant crew.
All right, so Yamaha EX5.
Korg DSS1, also in very good condition.
Oh wow. Okay.
So it's basically a DW8000 with a sample engine bolted onto it, and it's wicked.
I've seen. I saw a video recently about that. Somebody was.
You can pulse width modulation samples. I mean, what else does that, right? It's crazy.
Yeah. All right, number 3.
There were a few things that burned me, but one was just hard to get in that condition with all the goodies. It was the electron analog keys with the special backpack.
Oh.
It's a great little synth. Analog 4 is the same thing, but I like the keys. It's a great seabed. It has a little joystick that's really nice. And it's just a really cool engine. It's 4 monophonic engines, but when you use it right, it sucks. Be careful out there.
so mass produced. Yeah. We talked about this. When did the break-in happen? Was it maybe 6 months ago?
4 or 5 months ago, something like that.
Okay. Yeah. And then also with all of the things that got lost, you said like maybe a little around a dozen. Your thoughts on the sentimental value and also replacing these pieces.
Here's the problem. It's not just the fact that it took a while to find the ones I wanted in the shape I wanted at the best price, all that kind of stuff. And I actually used them a bunch, but they had my projects on them. And some were unfinished projects. So my JDXI had all kinds of unfinished projects on it. And I'm bummed because I had a Blade Runner track I was working on the JDXI that was just about ready to play. I had built all the elements up. I had all the stuff all mapped out. I had notes for it and everything. And I was just putting it off because I was doing some other stuff. And then it's gone. I'm like, oh, that work for the Blade Runner thing.
Yeah. I hate that is, but I also love that you said that because like, it's when I was finishing my most like recent album, I had like, I swear I had like a nightmare about the fires coming because the fires were happening when I was finishing it. I didn't care about anything in my studio. I thought about backing up the album and just keeping a small hard drive with me. And I did. I just put on a thumb drive because like the gear is replaceable, but all the time, the energy, the passion and emotion that you put into doing those projects is irreplaceable. You'll probably never, also the energy to buy another synth is low, like nothing. The money's even low, but the that time,
all that stuff. So I'll definitely reacquire some over time, at quality permitting. I'm not just going to get any old version of it.
Sure, of course.
But I mean, this is, and I like VSTs a lot as well, of course. So this is where VSTs have an advantage because you just grab that computer and a couple of backup hard drives and run if you had a fire or something like that. And you're covered,
that's all I would want.
Yeah.
I honestly would probably, to be honest, if there was like a legit heavy fire, I would take my laptop and my computer and this one hard drive I have. I probably take the Tempest because it's so small and I can pick it up.
I love that Tempest. It's so cool.
I wouldn't take the Quantum. I'm not taking a Quantum if we're talking.
But I do like the fire also.
I mean, I like it, but like when we're talking about like a few things, it's like I probably literally take those two things.
Yeah.
The Tempest.
How about your sax? Not the sax?
I guess, that too. But also, you know what? I thought I would probably take. I was writing right here, but like I would take my camera because it helps me create things. I don't know, but like just stuff. Like I wouldn't take the Sub 37. All this stuff's so easily replaceable. But the passion and like emotion into like all those songs over all those years, I would be devastated to not be able to go back in like 10 years and listen to even unfinished things that I did now. And also Synthcat was asking about like a list of stuff, but if you send me a message on Twitter, like just reply or whatever, you can send me via email or whatever. Shoot me a list of everything and maybe descriptions of stuff. I'll put it in like the video description because I really do want to make this like a video on this channel to
no, I appreciate it. That's cool. But clearly just from how it happened, the items that were taken and the fact there's no buzz afterward, it was clearly people collecting stuff.
Someone just put it into their own spot.
Because I did obviously scour Reverb, eBay,
of course,
Craigslist, and all the local stores. My favorite used store. I get lots of cool stuff and other things. And I gave them a list. I said, hey, because I know I'm friends with some of the guys in there. I said, hey, just in case, you never know. I doubt it's going to show up, but and just not a word from anybody, and nothing ever came up. Because obviously, unless they shipped it to somebody else, if the shipping is local from here and it looks just like mine and the condition is right, because the JDXI was the rare white one.
Ooh, yeah. Synthcat was asking which one was it?
That's the one I prefer. I hate the shiny black one. It's impossible to use. The fingerprints on it, it's shiny. The white one, you can totally read everything. It just
I've never seen the white one.
Yeah. So I have
a cool
plans
one
to reacquire it, but it's just it's going to take a while. But
so how much do you
stuff like
think
that becomes annoying?
How much do you think total cost to replace all the ones you lost would be?
Well, that's the thing. That's where the price I came up with. That's what they were basically worth, more than what I paid for them. Some of them.
Of course.
So, like I said, about 15K, something like that. So, but you know, like for example, they didn't get my Evolver or my Evolver desktops.
But that's right? So.
And those are more rare now than they were before too. So if I went to go get more, you know, I got some of those when they were dirt cheap. You know, they're
I mean, you used to get a
$400 or $500 used.
$200-$300. Now it's like a freaking collector's item.
Yeah, and then the Poly Evolver itself is worth about $4,500 or something like that, which is insane.
Oh, remember when the Poly Evolver could be had for like $1,400, and maybe a PE version, like you know, with the new knobs was like $1,600. I remember seeing them all day long on Craigslist. And I was like, no, I wait. Now
and the rack,
impossible.
I didn't have the rack, but good luck finding that rack. I know someone who had two of them.
Yeah, he
still has one, but he got rid of one because it was so valuable. He sold it to buy other stuff. But,
oh man,
yeah, those are like hen's teeth. Those are impossible to get.
Well, I definitely feel for you on the work being irreplaceable part. Like,
yeah, that's right.
I was just thinking about the JDXI the other day. I was thinking like, I think I need to like make another video on the JDXI because I keep hearing people constantly talk about new and like what's the best. And I really truly still believe to this day that the JDXI is so good. Like,
it's excellent.
And it's everything people want. It's, oh, you get the little analog voice, right? So it fills in that thing for you. But the supernatural engine, I mean, I love the JDXI, and it's still like, maybe I say the white version for like $400, but
this is why I was trying to finish that Blade Runner, because I already have a bunch of other like John Carpenter remakes and Giorgio Moroder remakes and stuff on that piece of gear to show how versatile this thing is and how much you can do just with it alone. The only thing I couldn't do with it, because it's only 4 tracks, was a cover of Tangerine Dream's "Love on a Real Train" from Risky Business. That required a secondary box to play extra parts because there's so many parts, you know. But
I just think that thing is just so amazing. You get its own drum track, with like all of the and the drums are. Look, if you did everything with the JD, I always think this: if you did everything with the JDXI, you'll get, to me, the same quality as you would with any top quality bunch of VSTs in a box. Because it's literally like it's the best sound engine. It's the supernatural engine. It's the one they used in all of the like high end, like what do you call it? Like the Phantoms and stuff. The super engine was in the Phantoms.
It covers a lot of ground,
$300.
That's the thing,
it's amazing.
The versatility is off the charts. So that's why I was trying to do different style things with it, just to show what you could do with it. And even sounds that weren't quite right, tweak them just enough and play them a certain way, you kind of can fake it, you know.
Oh yeah.
And there's the clever tricks in there. Like, I don't know, do you follow Woody Piano Shack? You know that guy?
Of course.
So between Woody Piano Shack and my friend Ramsey from Australia, who has a podcast on Saturdays, they had these little cool ideas in there that gave me ideas on how to get more out of it, like tweaking the time scale to get make the sequencer last longer, so you can do longer tracks.
Because it does 128.
Yeah.
Right.
So you change the time division. And you change the and also some of the sounds change drastically over the octaves. So while you're building up 4 tracks, you can take 2 of those tracks and play some of the notes and other parts on higher octaves, overdubbing, and make it sound like 6 tracks.
Oh, that's actually
all these guys had these really cool ideas, and I had some others of my own, and just came up with these clever ways to get that thing into like a super box. So you can really do a lot.
What's up, Victor? I don't know if I think the JDXI is not.
No, it's not ACB. It's supernatural. It's supernatural. It's the analog engine, and it's what's the other one?
Supernatural S,
analog,
I guess.
And the drum stuff. So
I don't think that there's any better piece of. I mean, to me, it's like the virus, the Access virus. It's so good.
Yeah.
but it's still like there's still people who would be like, ooh, I wonder what new synth is coming out. And I'd be like, bro, the virus came out like 20 years ago. The Access virus is still the best. Like it's still the best.
And even the TI, I have the original TI, which is not even the TI2 or the one you have. But it's still great.
It's like better than things coming out now. And I still think about that with the JDXI. I'm like, they're giving you a full Roland analog voice. It's a mono voice. And I'm not saying it's the greatest thing in the world, but like it's a literal analog voice. And then the entire like supernatural engine with the drums.
Right.
It's like,
and you can work around limitations. If you notice, the envelope is just a knob, right? So you only have a few random envelopes to choose from. But between that and the effects modes and getting clever with that, you can push it way out there and just get nuts with it. It's really cool.
Yeah, I'm sometimes sort of taken aback by how much people want something so new and so much better. And I'm just like, it's not as if the JDXI is a giant thing or that it's extremely expensive. It's literally tiny and cheap.
Yeah.
And it's,
I mean, I don't know. Always bad, right? This is relatively new. So
yeah. Catherine says like I could control all 4 of the JDXI channels with the KO2. Could you control?
I haven't delved into the MIDI stuff too much. I literally was using it as a workstation, and most of the stuff was on board. And the box I was talking about next to it, I was live syncing because again, I wanted that live feel.
Sure.
So you could have, sure, it has full MIDI control, but
I was gonna say I felt like when I used it, I wasn't like using it even like as a DAW because you don't have to quantize.
No, you don't.
You can just freely record, which is so me. And I'm just like, it's kind of like a Roland Phantom. That's what I think. It's like a Roland Phantom with a full analog voice. I think the filter is analog. I think the whole. I don't
think it is, but it's been a while since I read about it. I don't remember, but it's a really good filter anyway. It's okay.
Maybe it's not.
Yeah. I think there's a little bit of stepping in it. It's not 100% perfect, but again, the sounds are so lush and you layer.
Oh yeah. Okay. You have 4 different low pass filter types. I remember if I remember correctly, it's been a while since I've dived heavily into the JDXI, but if I can remember from the review like from 7 years ago, I really liked the filter, and there were so many different options of slopes and whatever it was. Like it was who cares if it was digital? I'm not one of those people, but it's just such a great piece. But anyways, back to
compared to like my X Station, which I also love, the Novation X Station with the massive control surface.
Yeah.
You get spoiled with that. And then you go to the JDXI and you go, oh man, that's all I got. But then as you fiddle with it, you go, oh, it's all kind of here a little bit. You know, I can, nuances.
It never doesn't. I just wonder, like, I think it must be something about it that people just don't love the interface or whatever it is. But I was always like, you don't even have to dive that deep to be sort of like, wow.
But it is menu divey as hell, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's the JDXA, but smaller, but same everything.
Yeah.
But anyways, what is sort of your plan for, just $15,000 down? You have obviously a large empty spot in the studio with the stuff being gone. What's your sort of like, are you going to get, how do you feel like about like your safety of your stuff and
I'm a good
insurance? Like, what do you want to do?
The neighbors are all on high alert. Number one. Okay. My neighbor, even he knows I have a security system and I have all the stuff all covered. He's constantly texting me about stuff in the area that's fishy and stuff, because they're all worried because they don't know.
Of course,
they don't know what I have. I didn't tell them what I was stolen. They just think it was a random theft, and oh my God, are we all targets? And I said, no, don't worry, it was just me and this. I have a few pieces of equipment people knew about. That's as far as I went. I didn't want to get all crazy about it. So they got a little calmed down a little bit, but at first they were all, oh my God, it's going to be a rash of thefts, and we all have to be on alert and call the cops all the time. And no. It was purely me. They were after me. This is the warning you have about social media in general. If you are a tech person and you have anything of value on stream, and they also know you're on vacation, and they don't know where you live, but you could easily spend $50 online and find where anybody lives and who their relatives are and what their phone numbers are. And I mean, you spend $200, you can find someone's criminal record, you can find their everything about somebody, right? There's services all over the internet now for that stuff. They're basically legal somehow. And so that's how they found me. It wasn't, I don't use the same name on Facebook. I don't cross over partly for that reason. That was maybe gave me a little extra security for a while by not mixing the two. Although people on there know who I am, I just don't put myself on there as that most of the time. Occasionally I'll put a live stream link, but you'd have to read through it to find out what it is. But my account on there is not that name. So they would have to kind of figure it out a little bit, but then once they know what they want and they know you're gone, they'll put the extra effort out. I mean, if you only had to spend $50 to get 15K worth of gear, I think a lot of people would do that. So,
super sorry because
it sucks. It's humanity, right? You just can't trust most people, unfortunately. And like you and Autumn and lots of folks in the chat, there are plenty of good people out there, but there are plenty of not good people. And so it's perfect. Her name is Autumn Gard. Don't drop your guard, right? So
exactly.
So protect yourself. Yeah.
I think we'll sort of end with Destructo's comment is that truly sucks. It was heartbreaking when I first heard that happen to you, SynthAddict, and it's like opening a wound hearing about it again.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. But when I watch the videos of that gear and missing it, I go, oh, God, that JDXI again. God damn it. I need another JDXI to finish my stuff.
I mean, to be honest, the gear aspect of it is small, but the memories with all the time you spent acquiring it.
I've been having this stuff for a long time, and I put a lot of effort out to get a good version at a good price. So that really means something as well. It's not the collection aspect of it, like, ooh, look at all the shit I have. Who cares about that? It's not a pissing contest. I like the stuff I bought, and that's why I never sold it.
And
do I have time for all of it? Of course I don't. But it's
the stories of acquiring it, right? Like how you got one for a cheap price is all like, oh wow, I remember when that popped up on X place, and it was like, whoa, I even with my Space Echo, I'll never forget buying this random Space Echo because it was just so random. And it's like, if I had just bought the Space Echo for full price, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't have no attachment to it, but like the way it was done and all this stuff. So, I hope that, I'll try to, cut the video up and add like what might be missing, and who knows if it'll ever do anything, but hopefully this can be a chronicle of this.
I've basically given up hope on it, but it never hurts, right? To try all the angles.
Yeah.
Right? I've tried most of them, but there's always a little things you can try. But yeah, it's really a bummer because you just realize that you cannot be as free with your ideas and information and sharing things as you'd like, because look what happens. You open yourself up and they cut the veins up, and now you're bleeding all over the place. So
yeah. So if you have a white JDXI that you recently acquired,
well, all my projects are there, so it's pretty easy to diagnose which is which. So
you have an amazing, almost complete like Blade Runner recreation.
All my projects are still in there. All the John Carpenter, all that other stuff I put on videos already on my channel, they're all there.
If you have it, and if it was sold to you, do the right thing. If you have it and it wasn't sold to you and you just have it, go F yourself.
Exactly. I already chewed those guys out, whoever the hell they were, online when it happened. I just called them little bitches and just said that they're too lazy and too cheap to acquire stuff themselves, just take advantage of people. It's very sad because obviously they watch my videos. They watch that video too. So
well, also the worst part of it all is like they wanted stuff more than they cared that somebody would be losing memories and things. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, there's no empathy. Yeah, it's just
that's what I'm
purely
saying.
Grabbing for stuff. Yeah,
and to be also like assuming they were synth enthusiasts wanting to get stuff on the cheap and willing to take it from someone else. I mean, that just goes into what I hate about sometimes gear is just there's no soul behind the gear. It means nothing. But the user, the musician, the person with the memories and the person who put time and passion into it, that's all it's for. And now
it's like people say they want Prince's Jupiter 8 or as one of his guitars. I'm like, what are you gonna do with it?
Why?
You're not gonna sound anything like Prince. Yeah. So
I'll never understand that portion of it. It's
there's cachet, right? I mean, I have a JD 990 that was used on a what's that one guitar player who does all the kind of fancy hoppy kind of stuff. He's a very good guitar player, but he plays a lot of poppy stuff. God, I'm drawing a blank on his name right now. Super good guitar player. I think he has a song called Summer Song. And anyway,
and also
this thing was used in one of his albums apparently, but who cares? Nobody cares that it was used on his album. So
what Trade to Living said is really, here's the thing. If you're around synthesizers and around the internet in any way, shape, or form, guarantee somehow, some way you've seen, I mean, like you said, you feel as if he knew and it was a targeted thing. The idea that you would be in a community like this, that's niche as hell. First off, this is a super niche thing.
Yeah.
And you've seen, everyone knows everyone in this thing. There's no person you haven't either seen or passed by or whatever. So to be that person,
yeah. Oh, by the way, Wagyu got
enjoy.
Satriani.
Oh, there you go.
It was used in one of his albums. So, but who cares, right?
Yeah, no. So here's the thing, everyone, you can come to my studio and steal everything, but don't effing steal my creative work. That's the only thing that's valuable to me.
But here's the thing: don't you make your own patches once in a while?
I mean, I made 4 patches on this one.
So if you hadn't backed them up, then somebody steals it. There goes somebody.
I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed about that. So, but that's the thing. Anything that's like saved that I've saved like matters. Like, and I have, like my Tempest. Oh, I have so many projects. So like, I'm not. First off, I ain't reprogramming all the things I put in the Tempest because that thing is a beast. I'm just gonna forget about it forever. So,
well, that's the thing with the JDXI. I mean, I may try to recreate the Blade Runner thing because I like that end title a lot. So
yeah, Synthcat. Lastly, I'm gonna SynthAddict, whenever you have a chance, no rush, send me the list of just stuff, and I will put it in the description of the video because I am going to put this on the channel because this is something important that I wanted to talk about, and I think it needs to be talked about more. There's a lot of emphasis on stuff, but really it's the energy and passion that is truly valuable to
for sure
everyone who cares. So SynthAddict, thank you for coming on the stream.
Happy to be here.
I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for
also,
everyone.
One more plug for portable since I did portable gear.
Yeah, of course.
Don't ever forget how great this thing is for music.
Oh, there we go. Let's give it up for that.
iPhone for music, especially like fun. I mean, come on.
So true. It's literally a supercomputer.
They're amazing. Now, the only problem is if you're going to record with it, then you have a problem with the audio inside and all that kind of stuff. Recording to itself. But if you use it as a device hooked up to something else, then it's cool. So,
all right. Well, SynthAddict, thanks for joining. Thanks everybody for coming. I know it's a long stream, but
yeah, sorry about that.
I think this was that's.
Give me yakking. I mean, that's why streams are 3-4 hours. I go on for hours. So
I'm waiting to eat this leftover Indian food. That's all that I'm really looking forward to, and that can happen at any point. So all right, SynthAddict, we'll talk soon, and then I'll tell you when I cut up the video and we can like figure out how to like put all that stuff together. And yeah, thanks everybody.
Cheers.
We'll see you guys online.
Thanks everybody.
Bye. I guess I have to actually end the stream.